Social Fabric is an exhibition presented by Iniva at Rivington Place that looks at different aspects of textile history through the work of artists, and two artists in particular. So one of the artists is Creisher, and she has an installation in the downstairs gallery which addresses in some way the history of globalized trade in textiles, and in particular the relationship between Britain and India in the 18th and 19th centuries, so during the colonial period. And upstairs we have a painting by an Indian artist called Sudhir Patwardhan, and it's a depiction of a part of the city of Bombay, Mumbai, which used to be an important centre for production of cotton. So the two works address two different aspects of textile history. One looks at global trade, and the other looks at a particular place. So the artist's work then become the centrepiece for a more expanded curated project in each gallery. So in the gallery downstairs you have the installation by Creisher, and then you have an archive of material that relates to trade in textiles between Britain and India. So it includes chintz, early chintz, it includes sort of reproduction chintz that was produced in Britain for the Indian market. It includes texts by Karl Marx that refer to the trade between Britain and India and the impact that the tariffs which were placed on the import of Indian cotton had on the industry there. We have a tariff, an original tariff poster, and so in a way what you get is the starting point of the artwork, and then you get this kind of more extended information. Upstairs we have Sudhir Patwardhan's painting, and then we have a series of recordings of mill workers who were working in the cotton mills that are depicted in the painting, and we also have a history of this area which is called Lower Parel. I think that what happens in the exhibition is that textiles becomes a sort of motif through which to look at a number of themes, including colonial history and its link to global trade, and also the industrialization of cities and what happens once these industries are wound down, and how this affects labour movements, and also in terms of the gentrification of post-industrial sites in sort of urban places. So in a way it becomes a kind of, textiles becomes the overarching motif, and then the two works become particular channels into these particular areas.